Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy and this is It's a Miracle, and every single Tuesday we do makeup minutes. This is short burst reviews with certain themes. Sometimes it's fails, sometimes it's wins, sometimes it's recommendations, but it is a short burst called makeup minutes that I do every single Tuesday. If that's something that you will like, I hope that you will like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and keep watching because we're about to get into it. So for summer, I lie. I was gonna say I do glow. No, I like glowing all year long, but I do like a warmer, bronzier look in summer. And there's some things that you can buy and use that will help you have that glow and not have that heavy makeup look. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was two primers or pre-makeup treatments. One is the Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid by Becca. I do have Prosecco Pop, which is like the original favorite one. It is a pump, it is a liquid. I mix it with my primer. That way it's not like super shimmery. However, you can, because it's going under foundation, you could use it by itself. And then right now my current favorite glowy one is the Dewy Skin Primer. It's hydrating by Cover FX. This one just has like this really nice, it just makes almost the whole glass skin thing. So it goes like that, and you look, I mean, it really like puts a glow on your skin. So I really like that one. It does have a silicone feel, so if you don't like silicone, you won't like that one. And I honestly am not a silicone person. See, look how shiny that is. However, this one, once it's in and it like soaks in, I can't feel it as much. I still know it's there, but I can't feel it as much, so it's good for me. So I actually have 3 foundations that I recommend, plus a honorable mention, because I felt like it just couldn't be left out. So I'm gonna do the honorable mention first. That is the It Cosmetics CC Cream in Illuminating. In the wintertime, I actually mix this with the original, the silver bottle one, because this is a little bit too glowy even for me in winter. But in summer, I use it by itself. I love it. It looks great. You can powder it, but if you can get by without powdering it, it really keeps that illumination going. So that was my honorable mention, because it is one that's pretty popular and I think a lot of people have, so I thought that would be a good one to mention. So the first one is the NARS Pure Radiant Moisturizer. This is a tinted moisturizer. Looks like this. I do have this in Finland. Last summer was the first summer I had this, and I use this probably 80 to 90% of the time in the summer. It is so easy. It literally goes on just like a moisturizer, and then you can add to it. I mean, it really is amazing. Another one that I got last summer, or end of summer fallish, is the Sheer Glow by NARS. And I realize I have 2 NARS here that are high end. However, I do think that these are a lot more glowy than a lot of my drugstore. I even have the Candid Glow. It's not that glowy. If you put powder on it, it disappears. It really is like a junior to the regular Candid. So I couldn't really find one I loved in that arena. So it is the NARS. This is the Sheer Glow, and I am in Mont Blanc in NARS. So that one is, I would say it's light coverage at best. It's really more like a tinted moisturizer. It doesn't, you know, moisturize. I actually use the NARS Tinted Booster under this. It's like a radiant booster, and I use it under this, and it gives just a little bit more coverage. But in the summer, I don't want super heavy coverage, so it works out perfectly. And then I did want to mention one powder foundation, because I know that there's a lot of us that like powder foundations, but a lot of times oilier skin does better with powder. So the Bare Minerals, this is the original foundation, Broad Spectrum 15. This one has so much luminosity. I can't tell you how many times I use it just on my nose and my T-zone. That way I can kind of add some center glow. It's beautiful. It also has better coverage than a lot of the other ones on the market, probably because they've been doing it the longest, but it has better coverage. So I tend to use this when I worked full-time. I worked 2 jobs, and in the middle of my shifts I would actually use it to kind of touch up and get rid of any fading foundation and things. So it really is useful, but it really does have just a really healthy glow. So 2 concealers that are, again, going to be light coverage. They're not going to be full coverage. They're going to be dewy and light, but they do work really well. One is the Clinique. This is the Double Wear Instant Fix Concealer. So this does have an eye cream on one end and a concealer on the other. They're meant to be used in conjunction. So you do the eye cream, then the concealer. This one, I think, just, it doesn't give full coverage. I do have to use a color corrector with it, but my under eyes look moisturized and look really good every day, every time. And then one, I will be really transparent. I am not repurchasing this, but since I have it, I am using every drop because it was expensive. That is the Magic Way by Charlotte Tilbury. I am not a huge fan of this. If you look, I've used this twice, and it's already, the pump is already in the screen. I mean, like, you don't get a lot, and it's very expensive, so I won't be repurchasing. However, it does give you a nice, healthy, dewy glow. Again, not full coverage. It's very light coverage, but with a color corrector, I can get by with that one. So bronzers is my most heavily weighted category for this. I have 4 items, but 3 brands. So I did want to show you some things. So the first one I have, I actually have 2 of these. This is a Fresh Glow Bronzer and Blush Duo by the Lip Bar. So it does look like this. And these are such an ingenious setup. So you have a bronzer, and mine broke, so bear with me. You have a blush. It's not completely broke, but pieces are falling. So I didn't break it completely, but I did drop it and get a chip right here, which sucks. Both of these are glowy products. This is a glowy bronzer. It does have, it's not glitter, it's shimmer, and it's glowy. And then this is a blush. And then my other one, that one was called Girls Night. And then I also have Travel Bug. That one was called Girls Night. And then I also have Travel Bug. And this one looks like this. This one, I can actually use either one of these as bronzer. They both work for me, or a, you know, beigey, peachy blush. So these are very glowy, and the biggest thing about them is they just look healthy on the skin. So I'm just gonna, the piece that dropped, I just grabbed it so I could show you. So that's what the blush that broke. I mean, it's just very glowy and pretty. If you don't like glowy blushes, you won't like it. But I like to glow in the summer. I mean, I really step up that glow. People probably think I like wet my face. I'm so glowy. But the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte is the other one. This is just a naturally very glowy bronzer. It is on the outer part over here. And it's not, like if you look, this one's really glowy. This one is glowy, but it's not as glowy. Sounds great. And then I just got in my Ipsy this month, and honestly, it's great. I was really surprised how awesome this is. This is by Nomad, and this is their, what do they call this? Kiss of Sun palette. So this one over here does have shimmer, but it's a very light shimmer. This one is very shimmery, and then these two are highlighters. So I'm gonna swatch these for you really quick. And it's going over, oh, it's probably not gonna work well because I have that primer on the hand. Oh, it worked okay. Okay, so I wanna tell you what they are first. This one up here is the bronzer that's supposed to be matte or semi-matte. And then I did the 2 highlighters and then the other bronzer so you can see the difference between the two. Now, this is on top of that dewy primer, so the price is a little bit more luminosity coming through, but they're so pretty. Really like that one. So moving on to blushes. The first one I've talked about on my channel quite a few times. Like I'm probably going on a dozen, I don't know, a lot. This is the Heaven's Glow in Magic Hour by M Cosmetics. So it does look like this. And the inside looks, it is a baked formula. This creates just a glow. Like it's that whole thing everyone talks about, a glow from within. It looks like you're just naturally glowy. It is not super potent, and it has not a shimmer, a glow to it, because this is like even more shimmery than this is. Like it just really, it's a beautiful look. And if you want it, like when I wear my tinted moisturizers, I use mostly cream products, but this is one I will use with it. I will just set this area only and use this because it makes you look so healthy. Another one that I've owned longer but discovered this month, this is the Wander Beauty Trip for 2. It does look like this. And this one, let me see if it has the blush shade named. Oh, it's right inside. Wow, I'm quick. The Bellini over here, this one creates that same healthy glow. It's a little bit more pigmented, so you gotta make sure you're not overdoing it, but it is absolutely stunning, and it has that like healthy glow. Like you just look like you'd naturally look like that. And then I had 2 highlighters. So one I think probably a lot of people know about, even if they don't own it, is the Kilowatt by Fenty Beauty, and this is the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Lightning Dust is on this side and Fire Crystal's on this side, and I have used this a ton and it barely has any use visible. Next I have from Wander Beauty, this is another one in my Wander Beauty video, which I will tag up here, is After Hours. This is a sample I received in like the regular Ipsy bag. It does look like that. This creates like the wettest highlight, so it's like stunning when the sun reflects on it. So that is my 15 recommendations, plus a honorable mention for looking glowy in summer. I hope that you'll come back next Tuesday for Makeup Minutes. Make sure you check our videos. I am posting contests regularly. And make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I hope I see you again soon.